This is Kevin Mayo, your American correspondent for the Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we're going to drink Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project Meadowlark IPA. They're actually not a brewery. They got a lot of recipes. It's actually a couple, Dan and Martha Paquette. They're out in Massachusetts, and they brew a couple times a week at Buzzards Bay Brewery in Westport, Massachusetts. Got a good friend that lives in that area. He says Buzzards Bay is really good. Haven't seen too many of the beers around here lately. Used to see them once in a while, but I haven't had one in a while. And interesting thing with them is they do a lot of really old recipes. They're really not an IPA kind of brewery typically. What they typically do is, like their very first beer was a Saison. And they've done a lot of other Belgian quads, those kinds of things. But at this point, they've come out with an IPA. And these guys really rock. Everybody really likes them, and they do really funky beer, so we're going to go ahead and give it a crack and see what we got. Give it a pour. It's pouring fairly light in color. Fair amount of, getting a nice big head on this baby. What do we got? Yep, 3 fingers of head on it. It's pretty much a white head. I mean, it's not Budweiser perfectly white, but it's really pretty much just a white head. Slightly hazy, mostly clear, slightly hazy. Not a lot of carbonation, and say a gold color on it. Let's do aroma. Oh, big, massive mango. Tangerine. A hint of grass. It's a mango, tangerine, grass. A hint of orange. Really, really nice aroma on this. Really what you'd expect from a classic IPA. Wow, it's very dry on the finish. Oh man, we're getting some nice bitterness building up on the back end. So we taste a little bit of that. Oh, I get a strong pine flavor, but it's I say strong, but it's subdued. I don't know if I can really describe it, but it's a. I mean, I pick up the pine at the back end of my tongue. Just a hint of malt at the front end, like just a hint of bread, cracker. Not picking up a lot of, I'm kind of hoping to get more citrus flavors out of it. I'm not getting them. Just a hint of sweetness in the middle. I'm stretching, maybe a touch of the orange. I don't know when it was bottled. One of the problems you have with these IPAs is the hops will fade on you. Let's see. No, it was bottled end of June, beginning of July. So it's 6-8 weeks old. So I'm thinking, judging by the aroma, that we've lost a little bit of the hop flavors and we're just getting bitter out of it. It's got a lot of promise. I mean, it's not overly malty. It's not overly bitter, even though I'm getting some bitter out of it. There is some decent aroma on it, but I think you'll lose in a little. The hops have faded into the background now a little bit, so it's not quite as enjoyable as far as the different flavors you can pick up. I am going to score it. I'm going to give it a I don't want to dog it because I don't think it's necessarily their fault. I think it's the store's fault and my fault for not finding that before I bought it. So let's give it an 82 out of 100. I think this one's got promise, could be better. Maybe in the future we'll try it again. Till next time, keep drinking.